moving over to Smackdown now.
Smackdown.
Number one.
Let
me start by this, actually. Smackdown last night, I actually didn't think it was that great of a show.
Okay.
But there were some things that you need to know so you can keep track here. I got to start it with Nia Jax.
Oh, Queen Nia.
Are there hints of Queen Nia Jax and Tiffany Stratton breaking up?
Oh, 100%.
This was the first time where we really saw it on camera.
I 100% think that this is going to be implode very shortly. I thought it was going to happen sooner than this, but after last night, I really think it's ending very quickly.
And it doesn't make sense for those two to be in a straight title match because Tiffy has the Money in the Bank briefcase. So she just needs to cash in. Let's go with that story.
Yeah.
So last night we had a very pink celebration.
Very pink.
For the new WWE Women's Champion thrown by T. Stratton herself, Tiffy Dime. And Nia Jax she just almost seemed insulted at the decorations.
She didn't care.
The pink, the unicorn. She was carried in like a Egyptian goddess, though. I thought that was kind of cool.
Absolutely.
They wheeled her in. I don't think they carried her. That's a big lady.
I think they carried her.
She says that her style is more destruction.
It's true.
And she informed everyone, even everybody in the locker room, that they have to bow down. We're seeing a lot of these big title holders kind of follow Roman Reigns and the acknowledge me. They're taking their own way of doing it. Even Damian. Everybody rise
up.
Yep. And now she's kind of doing it, putting her own spin on it.
Yeah, the problem with Nia is that she's not going to be a long-term champion.
Mm-hmm.
We all know this.
Yep.
You know, there's nobody that I can see right now in WWE that I just say is going to be a long-term women's champion.
Mm-hmm.
There's too many people that are out there, too many people that can be called up.
Yeah. She's being used for Tiffy time.
Yes.
Let's be real. But we do see that the seeds were planted for her first title defense, that being Michin.
What?
She broke up the celebration last night. That wouldn't be my first pick either.
I mean, I guess if you're looking for a squash match for Nia, I mean, the sad part is we've talked about this before. Mia Yim Michin is a very good wrestler. Unfortunately, she's just not getting the attention from WWE.
Yeah, there's just no story there, really.
Especially since she left the OC.
Yeah. Yep. Number two, and this is actually just a quick match of the night. Street Profits versus DIY.
Ooh,
that was my match of the night last night, guys.
I was shocked at the end.
I didn't think Street Profits were going to win it, but they sure did.
I'm not mad at this one.
Yeah, great match. Both teams absolutely killed it. If you need to see clips of any match last night, guys, it is that one.
Yeah, I agree.
Number three. Roman destroys Bloodline 2.0. ... Until Jacob Fatu showed up. That's right. The Wolverine, the werewolf, is back in a boot. In a boot.
And he's still better than anybody else in the Bloodline.
Still, man, you gotta appreciate and acknowledge that dedication, even with the boot he's showing up, right?
That guy is a monster. I would put him in the ring with anybody, and he would have a great match.
If he stays healthy and stays in shape and fit, he's rising to the top, no doubt about it. Roman got powerbombed last night onto the announce table. A booted Fatu rolled him back in the ring. Show ended with Solo with the Ulafala. I'm sure I'm mispronouncing that, which is the tribal chief lei, the necklace just around his neck. So now's the time, right, to bring in more OG Bloodline members.
We've got to.
Right?
We've got to even the odds,
We've got to even the odds. And I need Roman to grab the mic. We talked about this. I thought this was going to be the show where he comes out and he says, he answers to everything that Solo's been doing since WrestleMania.
He doesn't need to, though. I mean, as fans, we know where this is going. As fans, we know that Roman Reigns is going to take the lead again.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is the setup. And this, in my opinion, is WWE's greatest asset, is the fact that Roman hasn't touched the mic yet. The fact that he hasn't touched the mic yet means that he's being more physical than he has been in the past 2 years.
It's a very good point.
So I love the fact that he hasn't touched a mic yet.
And we know Roman, he's a very long game storyteller.
That's
so
right.
That's also attributing to this. I, however, love when bad guy, heel Roman Reigns grabs the mic and just dishes out the nonsense. I absolutely loved it. So I want to see what he's about now. You're telling me that, 5 months ago you were the biggest, baddest guy on the show, and now you're the face now. The good guy, the superhero coming back. I need to hear what you got to say about everything.
I agree. We need to know.
Does the Bloodline saga overshadow Cody Rhodes? That's the deal. We saw Cody last night just briefly when he helped out his pal KO.
I think that's a duh question. I really think the Bloodline scenario has way overshadowed the world title at this point.
I say yes. And honestly, I'm going to go further. And everybody, let's put it out there. I'm not the biggest Cody fan. You guys know if you've been listening, I'm not the biggest Cody guy. But so far, his rivalries haven't been that interesting or entertaining for me.
And I agree with that. And I am a Cody fan. So the thing with Solo, we knew where that was going. We knew that it was going to lead to Roman coming back.
Mm-hmm.
This thing with KO, I'm actually kind of surprised. I don't know where it's going. I don't know if, obviously I think Owens is going to turn somehow. Just don't know how it's going to happen yet.
It's very odd because, again, on the show, he mentions that he doesn't deserve it in his win-loss record. So it's very odd.
Yeah.
Almost like they're going to do switch last minute or something.
Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm interested. I'm not enjoying it, but I'm interested.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. If we're more interested in a titleless feud, being the Bloodline, than we are with our own WWE champion, men's champion, I think that's a problem for the face of WWE, Cody Rhodes.
I don't know. You think about these past 3 years with Roman Reigns. We had so many feuds that overshadowed the world title because he wasn't there. Now the difference is Cody is there every week, but I still think you can have major storylines that are great storylines without it being a world title. For example, years ago when we had Hogan versus The Rock, way overshadowed any world title match. When we had The Undertaker was going out and had the streak every year at WrestleMania, many times it overshadowed the world title match. So there are instances where it can. The big thing with Cody is that it's consistent right now. The Bloodline thing has consistently overshadowed Cody. He has been a part of that storyline, but
I think they're buying time for The Rock.
I think
for Cody Rhodes.
I think they are too. I think we're going to see The Rock. I still don't see him until at least Royal Rumble. That's my timeline at this point for him.
I'm still going with Survivor Series. I think that this Bloodline saga, as invested as we are, I think it's a detriment to Cody Rhodes' super Cody, super John Cena character, the super good guy, And before Cody left AEW, his character was stale in AEW. Fans, they got tired of his good guy gimmick. And I think history is repeating itself. I think Cody, if there's any advice you take from The Undertaker, it's you need to change your character as time goes on. Undertaker, he changed his character to fit the attitude of the times, what the fans would love to see. I don't want to see history repeat itself for Cody and go up here and try to give us this John Cena good guy style character and the fans start to turn on him. Like I said.
I don't think we're to that point yet, but I can definitely see where you're coming from. Cody is, he's definitely the face of not only Raw, but he's the face of WWE right now.
He is.
He's the biggest name outside of maybe Roman Reigns that's fighting right now. But I don't know. It's interesting to me that you kind of compared him to John Cena because that's exactly what his role is today. He is that face that goes out there and does everything for WWE. And that is why he's champion. It's nothing more than that. I think that Cody's going to go somewhere as far as with his character. I don't know what it's going to be, but I think they have to learn from the John Cena instances, and they have to turn him heel eventually. I think he's got to turn heel at some point.
I think he does too. I think Cody really loves being the goody two shoes face. But the audience today wants real authenticity. We want to relate to you. We don't want you to just take a slap to the face and smile like this. You know, we want you to have a little fight in you. So I don't want you to go stale, Cody. As much as I'm not on your side too often, I don't want to see you fall down the ladder, the chain, because you're great. You are. But I think it's time to start making some changes to your character. That's my recap. WWE shows this week, things you need to know. We're going to be talking some AEW next.
AEW.